We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And touchdown. Donald Perrell. 74 yards. And the Bats will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One play in the end zone on the long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline and my coach said, so what did the scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not get that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? Now, I should say, covered well.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run. 32 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
But let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turn it into a short gain.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Wentz will try again on second down. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wentz. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On play action, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
it's going to give this to Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Wentz.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll bite. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of him. He's taken down for a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Waddle now to return it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Forced out to his left. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bats will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Tebow's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left.
That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Rams.
CeeDee Lamb.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. If you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Final shot before half for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Tebow's throw caught here by Metcalf, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back to throw now on first down. Left side to Lamb. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Williams.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Michael Crabtree.
Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bills put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
This is fielded at the 27.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you've got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson,
29 yards.
And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's got his tailback, Ricky Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Michael Crabtree's going to go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Michael Crabtree with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bills have taken the lead.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A give for Taylor running right side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. DK Metcalf from 8 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 8.
They try the left side here with Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hurts.
Got It's Randy Moss complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. This one swung out to Williams.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. That's complete right around the 8. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. It's a screen to Ricky Williams. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Gano's kick is good, and the Bills have come back to regain the lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ricky Williams, 42 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to lift.